Hello, and welcome to the Overflow Podcast. My name is Craig Booker.
The title of this episode is Change Your Life, Change Your Habits. A lot of the material for this week's episode was inspired by Craig Groeschel's book, The Power to Change, Mastering the Habits That Matter Most. Note, I will talk a lot about mental health, but please note this is not a substitute for therapy or mental health care. I am not a counselor or physician. If you need help with mental health challenges, please find a qualified mental health professional.
For this episode, it will be Change Your Life, Change Your Habits. Some opening quotes that he starts with in this section of the book is, "Your choices create the course and contours of your life. Your decisions determine your destiny." That's by Craig Groeschel. Another quote, "Your choices are less intentional and more habitual than you realize." All right, so those are some quotes that frame our discussion. In his book, he mentions a quote that some people attribute to Aristotle that says, "We are what we repeatedly do." And so if you agree with this quote, this would mean who you are, where you are, and the life you are living is largely shaped by your habits. A big point of this section is hope did not get us to where we are now. Our decisions and our habits led us here. A quote by Craig Groeschel is, "We are largely who and where we are because of our habits." And this week, there's not a lot at the beginning of the chapter. And so we're going to dive right into this exercise and go from there. And so the exercise says, write down your daily routine. So write down our daily routine. Write down your routine, your rituals, and your habits. The point here is that we're not going to write down what you wish or hope to do. Write down what you actually do. And the goal of this exercise is for you to look at your routine, because so few people ever stop to evaluate their daily habits. We just do these habits because we've always done them. But largely, most people that have their habits, they may not know why they started them. There's just not a lot of people that will stop and examine what they do each day and why they do it. So I provided a short outline or template for this exercise, identifying by different parts of your day, your morning, maybe your midday or around noon, then your afternoon and evening. A lot of this has to do with our human nature. We get comfortable with certain routines. We're just taking time to examine the things that we always do, hopefully bringing some insight into our habits. Probably will take time to actually realize what you do that is a habit. I would encourage you to take time and really break down your day. And, this may take different iterations to figure out different habits and stuff, routines that you have in different circumstances. But I think it's worthwhile to examine what we do on a daily basis if we truly believe that our habits and our decisions are what shape who we are and where we are as a person. So the principle here is, if you want to change who you're becoming, change your habits. If you want to change where you're going, change your habits. If you want to change your life, change your habits. Since Jesus went through everything you're going through and more, learn to think like him. 1 Peter 4, verses 1 through 2, and this is reading from the Message translation. It says, "Think of your sufferings as a weaning from that old sinful habit of always expecting to get your own way. Then you'll be able to live out your days free to pursue what God wants instead of being tyrannized by what you want." That's all for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes.